dividing an amount into a ratio. So our example question here is divide 72 in the ratio of 5 to 3. Situations like this come up a lot when, for example, if a friend of mine and I had been paid $72 when we did some work for someone, but I'd done 5 hours worth and my friend had only done 3, we'd have to share this fairly by working out, well, actually, how much was that for 1 hour? I should get 5 lots of that, my friend should get 3 lots of that. So this sort of question comes up a lot. And our steps are first to find out how many parts we're sharing it into in total. So it's easy when you think about the money and the working, because it's quite obvious that this was paid to us for a total of 8 hours work. So we add the parts of the ratio to get the total number of parts. So in our scenario here, we're doing 5 plus 3 equals 8 parts. Then I've got to split my amount up into that many parts. And we do that by dividing the amount into that many parts, or by the number of parts. There we go, divide amount by the number of parts. And that gets the value of 1 part. So our next step is 1 part equals, our amount was 72 and we're dividing that by the number of parts. It's okay to get your calculator if you need to. Oops, especially if you turn it on. Sorry, we're doing 72 divided by 8. 9. So that's saying that if this was that money scenario, we were working for $9 an hour, which is a bit low. Then I get 5 lots of that and my friend gets 3 lots of that. So we multiply 1 part by each part of the ratio. So 5 parts is 5 times 9. We can grab a calculator if we want, or we can work it out in our heads and get 45. And 3 parts, which is the other part of the ratio, is 3 lots of 9, which is 27. And those two together would add up to our total of 72. Now they're using a paint example for the next one, and they use an example where there's 3 parts to the ratio. And it's really important for things like the trades, if you're working in a ratio, that you work out first how much you need to buy. Because if you've got to get a paint colour just right to match something, or if you've got to get your timber cut in the correct ratio, you've got to work it out first and order the right amount, or you'll have not enough, or too much, or you'll get it wrong, cut wrong, mixed wrong, and have to do it again, and you've got wastage. So we follow the steps still, because Lara's mixing red, white, and green in the ratio of 4 to 1 to 2, and estimates she'll need 28 litres of paint all up. So how much of each colour should she buy? So we follow our steps. We add the parts of our ratio to get the total number of parts. 4 plus 1 plus 2 is 7 parts. And we need to find out how many litres each part is. That's all right. So divide the amount by the number of parts. We need 28 litres of paint. So to get 1 part, 28 divided by 7, and that's 4. So 4 litres is 1 part of paint. But we need 4 to 1 to 2. So our first one, red, is 4 parts, and that's 4 parts times 4 litres, which is 16 litres of red paint. White is 1 part, and we know that 1 part is 4 litres. And we're basically making her shopping list here so that she gets it right. And then 2 parts of green. Sorry, I shouldn't be using ratio signs here, I should say equals. And so that's 4 times 2, 8 litres of green. And if you need to check, adding up 16 plus 4 plus 8, that's 28 litres in total, so that will make the right colour and the right amount, and she won't have wastage because she got it wrong.